So let's begin today's class. So let me show you my screen so that we can. Now, last time we did how to check your answers. Okay, and when you solve any maths, I give you uh assignment to do. I don't know whether you couldn't understand what I mean or so. Frankly, you did it, but you send it to me on WhatsApp. You send it to me on WhatsApp. So try and yeah, it's correct. Okay. So the rest, Erikwa, can you hear me? What happened to you? The work I gave you. Do you understand what we did last week? So why didn't we do the work? Hmm? What happened? Do you have any challenge? Erikwa, you don't have any challenge. So try and do all the work and submit it to me. Okay. 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 Um is Brian here? Brian, can you hear me? How are you? Okay, so what we've been doing, do you understand them? So why didn't you do the work I gave you? So I'm asking you, did you do it? Yeah. So why didn't you do it? You didn't understand the method well. Okay. Sharing, is Sharing here? So Sharing too, you didn't do the work. What happened? So you two didn't understand the work well, right? Okay. I want Franklin. Can you hear me? Franklin. Okay. So I want you to explain it well to your colleagues. Okay. So I'll give you the platform to present. Okay. Can you do that? Can you do that? Okay. You said you pick what from the book? Yes, you pick one of the things you done from the book. Yes, and explain. Okay. So that they will get it. Those who couldn't understand. Okay. So I'm allowing you to present. You see here where I've clicked. If you want to present, you click here. You can see I've done that. So I have to stop my presentation. But when I stop, you click here. You see where this arrow is. When you click there, you can see present. Okay. So here, the one with the arrow. Can you see this? So you can you see my screen? You can't see my screen. All of you, you can't see my screen. Are you saying you can't see my screen? Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay. Okay. You can see now, right? Okay. So Franklin, this is what I'm talking about. Can you see this? Where my so when I give you the you just click here. I'm stopping. You see that stop presenting. So I'm stopping presenting. So now present. Okay. So click there and present. You want to do what? You want to write on the board. You see here, you want your you can see option. Let me show you this one. So you use this. Stop presenting. Let me stop presenting. Stop presenting. Let me show you. Yeah, stop presenting. Okay. So let me present and okay. So you see here, can you see my screen? So when you click here, you see where the three dots is. You click there. Mm. Then you can see whiteboard. Can you see whiteboard? Can you see? So you click on the whiteboard. Okay, so it will open for you. You can't see whiteboard. No. Can you see my mouse? Can you see my mouse? Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So can you see here? Here, you click on the whiteboard. The whiteboard is jam. You can see open a jam. Okay. I'm presenting. You can't see my mouse. Okay. I've stopped presenting. I've stopped presenting. Okay. I'm presenting again. Okay. Now, can you see my entire screen now? Can you see? Okay. So you see these three dots. You just click there. Then you go up. You can see here whiteboard. open a jam. Okay, so you click on it. Okay, now you can see here start a new whiteboard. Okay, so just click on that. So it open. Whatever you open, just click on send. Okay, so it will open for you. The whiteboard will open. Okay, so once it's open, you can see here on the side, you can see pen at the top there. So when you pick it, you can write. Okay. You can. He left. Oh. Now they left. Yeah. You go house. You go house. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Thanks. Okay. So I hope you can do it now, right? Okay. Okay. So I'm stopping my presentation. You do that. Okay. 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 So you can present now. Okay. So yeah, it's not coming. Okay. Yeah, Frank, we are waiting. Okay. Franklin. Hello. Yeah. Why it's not sharing? Okay. Okay. So okay. So let me share my screen and let's start. Franklin. Okay. So let me explain it to you. Those that were not able to get what we did. Okay. Now I'm picking one example here to explain to you. So please pay attention. Okay, all of you pay attention and watch what I'm going to do if you couldn't get it right. Okay, so go back to my board. Okay, so last week what we did, going to show you a simple. Now I have this one. Okay, you have this. You just want to check your answer to see if it's the answer is. So we have 24, okay, plus, let's say 1 equals to 25. Okay, now I want to prove this answer. I want to prove this answer. I want to be sure if 24 plus 21 is 1. Okay, so to do that, you can see this number is a product. It has 2 digits. Okay, this one is a single digit. Okay, so I'm going to add the product, the 2 digits of this product. So what I will do is 2 plus 4. Okay, so what we are doing is we are looking for a substitute for 24. So the substitute for 24 is 6, right? So if I add 1 plus 6, okay, will give me what? 7. Do you understand? Now this we want to know if this one too is true. So this one has a 2 digits. Yeah, yeah, it's being recorded. We are recording it. All the classes we have so far, we've recorded everything. It's on YouTube. So you can follow our channel, okay, and watch or whatever we've done so far. Everything is there. Okay. Okay. So now this one we want a substitute for 25. Substitute for 25 is 2 plus 5, okay, which is what? 7. So it means that our answer is what? Correct. Okay, because when you check, you should get the same answer. Do you understand? Hello. Okay. So now that is, so you can use this one for any math question you have. You can have any math question your teacher will give you. You can check after getting your answer. You can prove your answer to see if you are truly right or wrong. It's not only this. You can try in any math question you have in school, okay, and check to see if what we are saying is correct or wrong. Do you understand? Now, I want you to understand something. Who can give me the highest number in the world? Who can tell me the highest number among all the numbers we have? We have 1 up to billion. Who can tell me the highest among them? Do you know? None of them is the highest. Why? They never end. Okay. But I can tell you that we can prove that there is a highest among them. Now, let's find out. Okay. You are saying numbers continue, they never end. But I'm also saying that there is a higher number among them. So you can get a higher number among all the numbers you know. Okay. Now, if you're able to prove this or if you're able to understand it, then you can really understand maths. Okay. The essence of this for us to play with maths. So any maths question that the teacher, hello, yeah, do you understand? Now, so what I'm saying is we want to have a way of solving maths with ease, okay? And then you should be able to come out with your own kind of equation, or you need to come up with your own formulas to prove some other theories or whatever. But if you really understand what digit means, okay, I believe you already know A, B, C, D up to Z, right? Right? But when you come to 1, 2, 3, you can't tell us that 1, 2, 3 end this. Can you see that? No, no. So you know that it continues, but I'm also saying that every number is also getting its source from another number. If you really understand what I mean, meaning that there is a higher number which others number depend on. Mhm. I mean there is a higher number that other numbers depend on. Okay. So I want us to prove this. Okay. Now, once you understand this, you can confidently solve any math question. Okay. You can confidently solve any math question. So let's try this one out. Okay. So I'm going to clear my screen. Yes, sir. This is,
Okay. Oh, you got the people Jibo. I'm asleep. You know. Actually, that's I'm going to prepare you. Big man, we shop some food for all of us. Where's that going? That's Kofta. Or you guys, you run away from Kofta. You're like that. It's a Kofta boy.
Okay, so let's prove this. Okay, so I'm going to prove this for you. Okay, so now we have numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, yeah, we are still model 5 because they don't understand, so I want them to get it right. Okay, now we have 1, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9. So the highest number is what? 9. No, you don't have 10. So I'm saying that the highest number in the world is 9. Okay, why am I saying that? Now let's prove it. So we have 1 up to 9. We don't have 10. So if I want 10, 10 is 9 plus 1 equals to 10. Now if you want to prove this, okay, now last time what we did, I told you that anywhere you see 9, when we are working, anywhere you see 9, you should cancel it out. Do you remember? Do you remember? Yeah. So it means that 9 is a repetitive number. Okay. So this is 9. Okay. If I want to find the product of this, a substitute for 1 plus 9, that will be what? 1 plus this is what? 10, right? Okay. If I want to add the digit means that 1 plus what? 1 plus 0 is what? Is 1, right? Now, last week we learned that when you see 9, you should cancel it out. Do you remember? So instead of coming here, I can just cancel this. So I know that here is 1. Now this one will also give me 1 plus 0 is also what? 1. Do you get it? So it means that 10 is coming from what? 1. Okay. 10 is 9 plus 1. That makes 10. Now let's see. What will be 11? 11 will be what? Look at, no. 11 will be what? 9 plus 2, because the highest number is 9. So 9 plus 2. So all the other number is getting. So you can see that 9 plus 2 is 11. That is 11. And you can prove it because it's already 9. So you can easily cancel it out. So you know that you are getting 2. So when you add the product of these two, 1 plus 1 is what? Is 2. Do you understand? Yes. So the highest number is 9. Now, if I have 20, 20, who can tell me 20? 20 is from which numbers? If I have 20, what numbers will give me 20? No, no. From what we've learned, this is 9, 9 and what? 9 plus 9 plus 2. So if I have here 9 plus 9 plus 2 equals to 20. Hmm? Hello. 9 plus what? 6. Why are you saying 6? Why are you saying 6? So that what we are saying is 9. So 9 is the highest. So if I want 20, 20 is derived from this. Let's prove this. If you want to prove this, 20 is what? 20 is 2 plus 0, right? Which gives us what? 2. And now once you see 9 here, you can cancel them out. And then you have what? 2. So which means that 20 is coming from what? 9 plus 9 plus. If you want to add, you have what? 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Okay, when you do it, so all this number, if I have 27, 27 is coming from which number? No, from here, what I've given you, 27. Who can tell me? 2 and what? What? 9, 9 3 times. Okay, so if I have 9 3 times, so it means that 9 3 times. So this one will cancel. So if I have 9 plus 9 plus 9, right? Okay, this 9 and 9 will go, right? Do you understand? 9 and 9 will go. Then when you add these two, so remaining what? 9. Now when I add these two, 2 plus 7. 2 plus 7 is what? 9. Do you understand? Hello. So all these numbers that we have in the word, okay, every number is the multiples of what? 9. Do you understand? Hello. Now do you understand what you've learned so far? So when I give you any work, okay, so if even if I have this number here, 50, and you are calculating this number, now 50, you know, if you are adding the 50, you don't know the answer. Maybe this is x. Let's take here as what? Let's take here as x. X x plus y equals to 50. But you already know that this 50 is what? 5 plus 0, which gives us what? 5. So can you tell me the number for x and y? Who can tell me? What numbers will you add to get this 50? Uh-huh. No, no, no. It's module 6. Sorry, module 5. We are still, I just want to explain the 9 concept to you guys very well. Okay. So everybody will understand what we did. Now, who can tell me? Just think. Now I have 50. You know that when you want to prove your answer, you are supposed to get 5. So look at here. How will you get this number for me? Just think. 27 plus what? We are saying 27. Okay, so let's put it here. 27 plus. Okay, so we will try 27 plus 23. Let's try. So we want to try this one first. Okay, it's 50. Let's see if we will get that. So now I know this one will be what? 2 plus 7, right? Do you agree to that? So here I'm getting 9, okay, plus 2 plus what? 3, okay, okay. So now, which is what? 5, right? Here is what? So I know that 9 is going to repeat, okay. Do you understand? So the answer, I can just cancel this 9, and then I know that my answer is what? 5. So the one who came out with this is right. Another way is you can decide to add. So if I add this one, I'm going to have 9 plus 5, which will give us what? 14, right? Right? Then when 14 is having what? 2 digits. So if I add 1 plus 4, which is what? 5. Okay, so the answer, the one who gave is right. Okay, so you can have a different. This one is just for you to think and brainstorm. Okay, so you already know the output, so you can just think about what constitute this output, and what you give is what is right. Okay, so any number that you come out with can be true. Okay, I can decide to have 49 plus 1, and I should be able to prove that. Do you all agree with me? Okay, okay. So you can apply this in any math equation that you'll be given in school. Okay, so your teacher maybe might give you 2x plus maybe 2y equals to 27. Okay, when you solve this answer, you can prove it to see whether the answer that you've gotten here is true or false. And if you get it, is the answer is different, it might be maybe you've done a mistake somewhere, so you have to go back to your work and check it. Okay, once you check there and you are the answer is the substitute answer is different from the original answer, then you have to work again, go back and check your work, what you've done, if maybe you've made a mistake somewhere. Okay, so that is the main reason why we are doing this, just to prove check our hot answers. Whatever work that we are doing, we want to prove check. Okay, are you okay now? Are you okay now? Okay, so now I believe all of you really understand what we did last week. Okay, and now you also know that the highest number in the world is what? What is the highest number? It's what? 9. It's 9. All other numbers after 9 is built on what? That. Okay. Okay, 2 digits. So let's move on to today's what we want to do. Okay, the model. Okay, so let's check today's model, the model 6. Okay, time is fast spent. Like, let's see if we can do something. Okay, so module 6 is, now we've learned about how to use a reference number. Now the reference number we know, we've done with reference number 10, reference number 100. Okay, and we've done above the reference number and below the reference number. Okay, so module 6, we want to use other different reference numbers. Okay, other different reference numbers. So we can use a reference number like 10 or 100. This is what we know. We can have a reference number like 30 or 60. Okay, we can have a reference number of 20. What? What are you saying? Hello, Franklin. What did you say? You said something. What were you saying? Yeah, yeah. After that, you can solve any question. Okay, okay. So now, if I decide to use a number like 30 or 60, sometimes it makes the work very difficult for you. So we always want to use a number that you find it easy to what, to work with. Okay, so if I have 10 and 100, when you multiply any number by 1 is the same number. That's why we started with 10 and 100. Okay, then we just add the zeros to that. Now another one is 20. 20, when we are multiplying any number, you can just multiply by 2. So that number times itself. So 2 times of that number is what? 20. Then you add your 0 to that. Okay, so the 20 and the 10 is the same. That's 2 times 10 will give you what? 20. Okay, so you need to understand that. Okay, if I have a number like 7 times 20, I will just multiply the 2 by what? The 7, which will give me what? 14. And then I will add my what? 0 to that. So the answer will be what? 140. Okay, so another way is, you can decide to multiply by 10. You know that 10, because of 1. Okay, and it will give you what? The 0 there, because any number times 1 is what? The number itself. So you add 1. So either you decide to go by shortcut by adding your 0, or you can still multiply by 10, because you break down the 20 into what? 2 times what? 10, so that the work will be easy for you. Okay, now this is what we will be working out. Okay, hello. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, Franklin, do you want to ask a question? Okay, so we are going to use 20. Okay, so if I'm going to use 20, now per the explanation that I've given you. Mhm. Okay, what I'm saying is, we've already um gone through how to use a number like 10 and then 100. Okay, and I'm seeing that the reason why we decided to use 10 and 100 is we know that any number times 1 is the number itself, right? So 10 is 1 and 0, which we know. 100 is 1 and 0 0. So you multiply the number by 1, then you add the zeros to that. Okay, so it makes the work very easy when you choose a reference number 10 or 100. Now, when what happen when maybe you are working with a number like maybe above 20, which you cannot pick 10 because it's too, the difference is wide, so you can go by 20 itself. But to do that, to make your work easy for you, you also know that 20 is also 2 times 10, right? 2 times 10 is 20. So instead of me saying that 23 times maybe 20, I can just say that what 23 times what 2, okay, times what 10. 23 times 2 will give me what 46. Okay, 46 times 10, then I can easily know that it's what 100 and what 140 is what 1460. Okay, so it makes the work easy. But if you right now you want to multiply 20 times 23, it will be difficult for you. Okay, because you will see that 20 times 23 is huge. Okay, you'll be wondering how to get 20 times 23. But if you go by this method of breaking this one down, so 20 is another, can be written in this form: 2 times what 10. Okay, I can get 2 times 10 times 23. Now I can decide to multiply 2 by what, the 23. So 2 times 23 will give me 4 6. Okay, then times my 10, which will give me 460. Okay, yes, so it will be easy for me. So this is how you do calculation in your mind. So if somebody asks you 20 times 23, you look at the easy number to break it down, okay, and solve that. That is what I'm saying here, that we can also pick a reference number like 20 and then we break it down to solve. Are you okay now? Okay, so let's go over. So if I have this number here, you can see that this is what we are having here. We are working 23 times 21. Okay, and the reference number we are picking here is 20, right? So if I'm working with reference number 20, then I have to ask myself, the number is 23. So you already know that is what, bigger than the reference number by 3. So you put your positive down there. This one too is bigger than the reference number 20 by 1. So you write it up there with your positive sign. Okay, don't forget that. Always make sure you maintain that. If it's down, you keep that too. Okay, so once I'm done with this, then you can do what we already know. Okay, so from our previous class, who can solve this for me? I know even the answer is there. When you do what? You don't understand. When you add what? Okay, so now let's finish this out. Okay, So now what we are seeing here, we have this 4, we have 1 and 3. From this side, do you understand? Let's keep what you know first. Forget about this side, okay? What you already know. From here, what will you do? Once you have gotten my plus here, I've gotten this and this. What's the next step? Who can tell me? You add what? You add what? 23 plus 1. So 23 plus 1 is what? What is 23 plus 1? Huh? 24. That's why we have 24 here. Okay. If I decide to go by this diagonal and I pick this one out. Okay. Anywhere you will still get 24. Okay. Do you understand? Hello. Yes, sir. Hello. I'm fine, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Hello. 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 Now, do you understand? Okay, so that's the reason why we have our 24. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now, okay. Okay. So now, let's finish this. Now you can see that we have for 20. The next thing is you have to multiply your reference number by the 24. Okay. But the 20 times 24 will be higher. That is what I did this one for you. So it's going to be 22 times 10. Okay. This one, this 20 is what 2 times 10. You can keep it in mind because you break it down for it to be easy for you. Okay, so when I multiply this one, 2 times 24 will give me what? 48, right? Then I also multiply 48 by 10 will give me what? 480. Do you understand? Hello? Do you understand? Okay, now here you do the top there, which is what? You multiply the product, which is 3 times 1 is 3 plus 3. Okay, so you know that 23 times 21 is what? 483. Are you okay now? Do you understand? Okay, so once we are done, now we can check our answer. So we want to be sure if multiplying this is truly is true. Okay, we want to see if multiplying this is true. Okay, so to do that, we are going to say what? 2 3 times 21 equals to this. So now let's prove work. So the product is what? 2 and 3. So if I add this to get my substitute will be what? 5, because 2 plus 3 is what? 5. Okay, then here is also 2 plus 1 is also what? 3. Okay, then equals to, now the answer is what? 483. 483 will be what? Will be 4 plus 8 plus what? 3. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay, so 4 plus this is what? Is 12, right? 12 plus 3 is what? 15. That's why we have 15 here. Okay. Now you know that 15 is also a two digit, so you break it down, it will give you what? 6. Okay. So which will be what? Hmm? Which will be what? 1 plus 5, which will be what? 6. And now this one too, you know that the substitute answer for 23 and 21 are what? 5 and 3. Okay. When you multiply them, you are also getting what? 15, right? When you add the two, it's 6. So it means that your answer is what? Correct. Do you understand what you are doing? It's math difficult. It's math difficult. No, it's math difficult. Math is not difficult. Okay, everybody need to enjoy math. Which part? Which part that you don't understand? Which part? Checking your answer. Okay. So now let's go there again. Okay. This is what we are saying. You've worked this one out. Okay. And now we've gotten this answer. Do you understand that one? Gotten the answer. Do you understand that? Okay. So now we want to check, we want to see if this answer is truly right or wrong. Okay. I don't know. I'm saying that we've worked this out. Okay. This is a question that was given to us. Okay. To multiply 23 times 21. Okay. So in your head, you have a way of solving that. Okay. So you came out with your principle and you be able to come out, and the answer you got was 483. Do you understand that one? Okay. So now we want to check if our answer is truly 483. Okay. So to do that, we are saying that these are what? We found a substitute of what? 23. And then we found another substitute for 21. Okay. So to get the substitute for 23, we add the digits. 23 is a two digit, which is 2 and 3. So we add these two digits. So it will be 2 plus 3, which will give us what? 5. Okay, that's why we have the 5 here. Do you understand? Now we come here. We want the substitute of what? 21, which is also 2 plus 1. Okay, which will give us what? 3. Okay, so now our substitute for 21 is 3. Our substitute for 23 is what? 5. Do you understand? Okay, now we come here. This is the answer. This is the product. This is the answer, the result that we got. So we want to check the result. So now you can see this is what it has what? 3 digits, right? So to get the substitute for 483 will be 4 plus 8 plus 3. Do you understand? So when you add them, 4 plus 8 is what? 12, right? If it will be difficult for you to add 4 plus 8, you can break it down. 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 2, which is 12. Okay, then you add your 3, which will give you 1 5. Okay, so now we have the 1 5 here. Do you understand up to this point? Okay, now you can see that this one too has a two digits, which is 1 and 6. Always our check answer should be a single digit. So now we have 1 and 6, we have 1 and 5. We need to add them again. So I'll say 1 plus 5, which will give me what? 6. So our check answer is what? 6 here. Are you okay now? Are you okay with this? Okay. So now we are done with the substitute. The substitute for 23 and then 21. So to do that, we also have to multiply the substitute. Okay, so the substitute numbers for 23 and 21 are 5 and 3. So we multiply them. So 5 times 3 is what? 1 5. Hello. Yes, sir. Hello. Please, I'm phone. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm in the class and let me finish. I'll call you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have this one. 1 plus 6 equals to what? 6. Because we are having our substitute is what? 1 5. Okay, so when we add it is 6. Do you understand up to this point? Okay. I believe no one has any challenge again, right? Can we continue? Okay, no problem. Okay. Okay, but I believe you understand everything we've done so far, right? Okay, that's good. So you can see that all this one is the same. So if I have this number 23 times 21, I can pick my reference number to be 20. Okay, and then you work it out. The same way you have to break the 20 down. Always try to break things down so that it will be easy for you. And that's what you've done so far. Okay. Okay, so you can see here, try this thing out. Okay. Okay, so I'll put this one there. This will be question that you need to solve. We will continue from next week. We are going to do multiplying numbers below 20. Okay, so for now we will end here. Okay, so we have this one to work it out. 21 times 24, 24 times 24, 23 times 23, 23 times 27, 21 times 35, 26 times 27. This is the work that you will be doing. So I'll put it on the platform so that you start working it out. Okay. Okay. Are you okay now? Okay. Do you have any question? Okay. So do you all like the robotic mathematics you are doing? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. So we want to be the best in maths. Okay, we want to understand maths very well. It's not about you doing something and you don't understand. So if you don't understand anything, please draw my attention to that so I can explain it to you better. Okay. Okay. So thank you for joining today's class. Okay. Looking forward to meet you again next week. Bye. Bye. Bye.